I have a confession to make. I just spent $10,000 on what I believe are the most satisfying tools on the entire planet. Now, you might think that's crazy, but I've been on a mission, scouring the internet for gadgets that don't just get the job done, but do it with a level of perfection that's almost hypnotic. And today, we're going to test every single one of them in the most extreme ways possible. We're talking tools that drive screws faster than you can blink, tools that cut with such insane, hair-splitting precision it feels like they're slicing through butter, and tools that make noises so crisp and satisfying you'll want to put them on repeat for your daily ASMR fix. This isn't just about tools. It's about that incredible feeling you get when something just works perfectly, every single time. It's about the flawless finish, the perfect alignment, the sheer joy of impeccable engineering. I'm going to show you things you've never seen before, and I promise, you won't be able to look away. We have 10 insane challenges for these 10 insane tools. For every challenge we complete, we're going to be adding more and more cool stuff to this ultimate workshop setup behind me. But if a tool fails, if it can't live up to its promise, it gets destroyed. We're talking sledgehammers, hydraulic presses, total annihilation. For example, this electric screw gun claims it can drive 100 screws in under a minute. Can it actually do it without stripping a single one? We're about to find out. This laser level is supposed to be perfectly accurate down to the millimeter, so we're going to test it by building something truly epic that requires absolute precision. We'll see if a Japanese pull saw can make a cut so clean you can't even see the seam, and if an automatic punch can create a perfect grid of indentations with a single touch. I flew my entire team out here and we've spent days building these insane test rigs just to put these tools to the ultimate test. So, get ready, because you are about to witness the most satisfying tool video ever created. Which one will be the most satisfying? Which one will break under the immense pressure? The stakes have never been higher, and the results are going to be mind-blowing. Subscribe right now if you haven't already, because you are not going to want to miss a single second of what happens next. Alright, first up, we have the electric auto-feed screw gun. Look at this thing, it looks like something straight out of a video game. Instead of fumbling around with individual screws, you load this entire clip, just like a machine gun. The company claims it's the fastest way to drive screws on the planet. So we're putting that to the ultimate test. We've got a 10-foot sheet of drywall. The goal, 500 screws as fast as possible. Chris will use a regular drill. I'll use this absolute beast. The timer starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Immediately you can hear the difference. Meanwhile, I'm walking the line. Bap, 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 bap. Everyone perfectly flush with the surface. The gun has a depth setting so you get the exact same result every time. Auto-feed pushes the next screw instantly. No delay, no hesitation. And done. Let's check the time. We drove in 500 screws in under 3 minutes. He's not even halfway done. This gun isn't just a tool. It's a weapon of mass construction. Speed and sound put it at the top of our list so far. 1 down, 9 to go. Get ready for this one, because it might be the most oddly satisfying sound you've ever heard. We're about to dive into a world of pure mechanical perfection, starting with a tool that turns a tedious task into a symphony of efficiency. This is an automatic cable tie gun. Forget fumbling with ties and cutters. This incredible device does it all in one single beautiful action. It's designed for speed, precision, and consistency. The process is deceptively simple. You loop the tie around your bundle of cables, hook the gun's nose onto the end, and set the exact tension you need using this little dial. Once you pull the trigger, it tightens to that precise tension, and then, in the same fluid motion, snips the end off perfectly flush. The result? No sharp edges that can snag or cut you later, and absolutely no wasted movement. Just pure, unadulterated efficiency. We're going to try to do 100 cable ties in just a few minutes. Let's listen to that glorious sound. It's a two-part sound, a high-pitched zip as the plastic teeth engage and it tightens, followed by a sharp, satisfying clack as the blade cuts the excess tail. Zip clack, zip clack. The repetition is almost meditative, a hypnotic rhythm of organization. Trying to do this by hand with pliers and cutters would take forever, and the result wouldn't be nearly as clean or uniform. Look at this. Every cable is neatly bundled. Every zip tie is perfectly tightened and cut. It's an organizer's dream. The satisfying clack of this tool is one of the best sounds in the world. But now, let's switch from sound to sight. This next tool is a lifesaver, and it's satisfying in a completely different way. It's for those moments of pure panic when you drop something vital into the abyss. It's a flexible, extendable rod with a powerful neodymium magnet and a bright LED right at the tip. It's like a surgeon's tool for mechanics. To show its power, we've built a giant clear box filled with pipes and obstacles. A tiny crucial bolt is hidden deep inside, in a spot that's impossible to reach by hand. With the light on, I can see exactly where I'm going. I'm navigating past the obstacles, turning left, going under this pipe. The flexibility is key here. I see it, almost there, and click. The magnet has it. That little sound is the sound of victory. Now for the tense part, carefully pulling it back out through the maze without dropping it. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, the satisfaction of retrieving something from an impossible place is just incredible. It turns frustration into pure triumph. Alright, we just rescued a metal bolt with a magnet, but what if the thing you drop isn't magnetic? This is a precision vacuum pickup tool, a tiny vacuum for delicate objects. Touch the suction cup to the object and it gently holds. To release, press a small button. The challenge? Pick up 10 components from this pile and place them on their correct spots. It's like magic. Way more controlled than tweezers. Press the release button. Click. The component drops perfectly into place. 10 pieces, perfectly placed. Incredible. At first glance, this might look like your standard everyday caulking gun, but trust me, it's a complete game changer in the world of DIY. This is an electric caulking gun, and it's designed to eliminate one of the most common frustrations for pros and beginners alike. Anyone who has ever used a manual gun knows the agony. You squeeze with all your might, your hand starts to cramp, and the result is a shaky, uneven bead full of frustrating blobs and gaps. It's a recipe for a messy finish and a sore forearm. But this tool replaces muscle fatigue with mechanical precision. A battery-powered motor pushes the plunger with perfectly consistent pressure. This means you get a flawless, smooth, unbroken bead every single time, with zero effort. The difference is staggering. Nolan's line is wavy with blobs. With the electric gun, I'm just guiding the tip. The motor does all the work. It's like drawing a perfectly straight line with a computer. And done. A perfect 10-foot line. No breaks. No mess. The difference is night and day. This turns a frustrating chore into a deeply satisfying art form. Now, if that was satisfying, this next tool makes you feel like you're living in the future. It's a multi-function marvel. First, slide it across a wall. It finds studs hidden behind drywall. Beep, beep, beep. Found one. But here's the magic. Push a button. It shoots a perfectly level horizontal line and a perfectly plumb vertical line across any surface. How? Inside is a self-leveling pendulum. This means even if you hold it crooked, the laser stays perfectly level and true. Forget the tape measure, bubble level and pencil marks. No measuring, no guessing. Just line them up with the laser. It's impossibly fast and accurate. Hanging a gallery wall becomes a simple task. 10 pictures, perfectly spaced, perfectly level, in minutes. The satisfaction of stepping back and seeing that flawless, professional-looking grid is just off the charts. This tool is pure genius. This is a rotary multi-tool, a Dremel. It trades brute torque for insane speed, up to 35,000 RPM. That's 5 times faster than many car engines at Redline. That speed unlocks hundreds of jobs depending on the attachment. First, we'll cut a perfect circle in tough glass using a diamond wheel. The high-speed grinds rather than chips. It's slow, but it's working. And through. Now for engraving. It's like drawing with a tool spinning at impossible speed. A perfectly cut and engraved block of glass. Thanks to the speed of this rotary tool. This is a compact bottle jack. Pneumatic or hydraulic. Working smarter, not harder. We're using 4, 1 at each corner, all connected to the compressor. 3, 2, 1. Go. Not shaking, not groaning. Smooth, graceful lift. Look, the car is floating. Sheer, silent power, lifting a 4,000-pound car with the flick of a switch. And there you have it. 10 of the most insanely satisfying tools on the planet, put to the ultimate test. I want to know which tool you thought was the most satisfying. Tell me in the comments below.